Coventry emerge amidst a difficult spell, but their difficult spells are other teams' normality. 2 wins in 7 games, 2 defeats, both to, on current form, the best team in the division, Ipswich Town. And in that run, they've chiselled out useful points at Preston, Southampton and Charlton. Hardly a crisis. Birmingham, in the bleak midwinter in many eyes, a difficult run. But at home, well, if 3 draws in a row is deemed bad, then they've set quite a standard for themselves. Away from home, things have not been too clever, as they've been unable to replicate the aggression that this atmosphere engenders. That's something still to be resolved. It is landlords against former tenants as well. Coventry, the last time they won an away game against Birmingham City 4 years ago, was on a ground that was still their home at the time. And here's Wagner well forward, and he finds Dirks! Oh! Beautifully taken! And what a start for the debutant Kai Wagner! They called him the assist king in the MLS. Well, he's got one. What, 6 minutes into his first game in Birmingham colours?
Well, the cross is a decent one. The finish is absolutely outstanding, but the build-up, the understanding from this new-look Birmingham side is outstanding. The way Kumas drifts infield into a centre-forward position, that then releases Wagner, if he wants to step forward, and he does. He runs away from Sakamoto. It's a bouncing ball. It's not an easy cross or pass to make. He gets it absolutely right, and there's just no panic from Dutch. Again, he's covered the ground. He's supported the play of the centre forward. He's got into a goal-scoring position, but a dropping ball coming across your body, you could get that horribly wrong. But look how relaxed he is. He just concentrates on passing it in with power.
Well, that's set the tone. Kai Wagner, he's got a lovely left foot. He can hit him in open play and from free kicks. He's got a bit of a background as a midfield player in his youngest days in Germany. Well, he's immediately made himself a favourite, but Duk's delight. The finish was absolutely superb. And Coventry in the recovery business. Eccles given an invitation. Oh, and he accepted it! What a start here at St Andrews! Well, they gave him space. They gave him the invite to have a crack. And what a crack.
Well, I mentioned after 5 minutes, the omens were good. The energy both sides were approaching the opening stages with. Now we're seeing quality as well. And once that ball breaks to Josh Eccles, he has the option of playing it out wide to the right to Sakamoto. And I thought he'd actually taken the wrong option here. But if you notice, the Birmingham backline, they just don't step onto him. Looking at Jack Robinson, you've got to engage. You've got no one else to deal with. But Eccles uses Robinson as a screen. He bends that ball around him. That means that Beadle can't see it until it's too late.
Sims has bustled his way past Robinson, but can't find a way past Beadle.
He has to pull the ball back. I think Radoni's making ground up to get into the penalty area. The angle is too tight. The goalkeeper's a barrier. He does well to get in, Sims, but has to be pulling that ball back. And he's selfish. He goes for goal. It's a wrong choice.
Such a high threat level in these situations. And Kitching proves that again. Beadle has to react sharply.
He simply has to score. There's no Birmingham defender anywhere near him. I think if he maybe just glances this ball on towards the far post, he has a better chance of scoring. He heads it right at the goalkeeper, but should be making it 2-1 Coventry. It's a decent ball in, but you have to defend better than that. He's in between Birmingham defenders and should be tucking it away. Well, we had that shot, Coventry, of conceding the first goal, but they've been the stronger team, and of course they got that quick equaliser, so I think Birmingham needs just to get a foot on the ball, get a foothold in the game.
Roberts, beautifully done, a chance for Kumas, which he takes! And Birmingham back in front. Coventry carved open. And Liam Kitching in particular left disappointed.
Well, Kitching had the opportunity to make it 2-1 Coventry. They were dominating the game. They've been caught out badly again here. It's really clever play. Again, Patrick Roberts drifting infield, getting his head up. But Kumas, once again, coming off that left-hand side, becoming the centre forward. You know, Van Evijk, you have to track that run. You can't play offside. He's nowhere near offside. And great balance and composure from Kumas to tuck it home as well. But it's really poor defending. A static back line, not staying with runners who are onside, and they pay a heavy price, Coventry.
Well, Milan Van Evijk was marauding. Now it's Wagner's turn. Dux. Wagner again. In now to Roberts. Dux! Oh, it's almost a moment to behold.
Well, if he really trusted his left foot, you know, he might have his second goal. But that ball coming across your body, it's not easy. You go with the outside of your boot, much more difficult than going with the inside of your left foot.
There's quite a discussion going on in the Birmingham technical area. Kyogo's got involved as well now, as we come towards the hour mark. Rudoni, it's a lovely cushion header by Mason Clark. Sims beats Beadle, and Coventry level it again. Well, he's back on the boil. Goals in successive matches at the start of 2026 for Ellis Sims.
Frank Lampard will be delighted with the goal, of course, for the way his team have approached the second half. But Jack Robinson again, edge of the box. Is he doing enough? Is he proactive? Is he engaging with Sims? It's good work from Rudoni, supporting the play, gets it out of his feet. Doesn't try and do too much. He draws defenders, releases the pass. But again, Jack Robinson, to me, is a bit too static. You've got to expect that Ellis Sims is going to try and shape up and get a shot away. So step onto him. There's no other defensive job for you to do. Get closer.
Taken in by Roberts, through Marvin Dux! Incredible! Birmingham in front for a third time! Where will the drama end here?
Well, it's a game that's been all about reacting to conceding goals. Birmingham, astonishing. They just sat back in their own half, allowed Coventry to play, to get the equaliser. And as I say, it's like someone's flicked a switch. Suddenly they're back up the other end and causing problems. I think Frank Lampard will be mightily disappointed that Birmingham scored from this angle more than anything else. You know, he contests the initial header, but look at his reaction, Dux. The run that he makes. He runs in behind a ball-watching defence, ball-watching centre-halves. Again, you've got to track the runs. Roberts has got his head up, wonderfully weighted pass. Now, the angle is against Dux. Normally, you go across the goal to the keeper's right. Just catches out Rushworth, but he's near post.
Van Evijk making this interesting. And so too Rudoni. Stansfield couldn't get in the way of it. Bobby Thomas, help back in there. And Ellis Sims wants a corner.
I say the only problem there for Rudoni, it's a bouncing ball. Sims sees him. And when he plays it out wide, it's a bouncing ball, so he can't get a shot in first time. He's got to kind of recycle it. Ball gets clipped into the box. It's a snapshot from Sims. He's convinced that it should be a set piece for Coventry. It's a really difficult one, unless the referee's absolutely sure that there's a defensive touch there.
And Iwata taking a bit of a risk with Mason Clark.
I just wonder whether Birmingham have maybe got away with one here. I think it's the fact it's the wrong side of the officials. They can't really see the way that Iwata, you know, grabs the shirt of Mason Clark. I think the officials may be looking through Mason Clark, so can't see it. Again, for referees, officials, if you're not sure, you can't guess, you can't give it. You see, he's looking through the body of the player, can't see that that left arm has grabbed a hold of the Mason Clark shirt. He's a very lucky boy, Iwata.
And Evank's delivery needed dealing with by Cashin. Something's gone on in the middle there. Oh. Well, the referee will have to deal with this. Neumann and Bobby Thomas have got involved, and Bobby Thomas is sent off.
Well, presumably just a moment of madness from Bobby Thomas, but losing the game for Coventry is bad. Losing one of their star players for a number of games now just makes the situation even worse. The ball was played into the box, it was cleared out. I think it's a little kick out maybe from Bobby Thomas that Neumann isn't happy with. It's just that left arm, the left hand of Bobby Thomas just seems to catch Neumann. Just the reaction. There's a little kick out there from Thomas. Neumann doesn't like it. But you can't raise a hand like that. He makes a meal of it, Neumann, no question. But you raise a hand near an opponent's head, you know what's going to happen.
Coventry still have time perhaps to launch it as we near the 100-minute mark. Chris Davis asking for the whistle. On by Sims, away by Sampstead. And now the whistle comes. And for Chris Davis, victory perhaps worth more than just the 3 points. But he's found a fix to their recent troubles. Dux decisive with 2 goals. Resolute, the Coventry onslaught in the second half. Lewis Kumas with his first goal for the club. They've stopped the rot, and they've stopped the league leaders on their own patch here, Birmingham City. The final score, Birmingham City 3, Coventry City 2.